Today's yoga class is for everyone, including beginners. Please consult with your doctor before beginning this or any new exercise program. Yoga is a great way to increase flexibility and strength, reduce stress, and maintain a healthy lifestyle. Before we begin today, listen to your body and do the poses that you are comfortable with. Rest as often as needed. Hi, welcome to Awakened Yoga. I'm Lindsay. I'm here today with Shauna and Krista, and we're in the Beverage Building downtown Medicine Hat. So let's get started. We'll start in a seat, comfortable position. You can keep your legs crossed or you can extend them if that's more comfortable for you. And we'll take a moment with just our eyes closed, sitting up nice and tall. You can plant your palms on your thighs and just start to take some nice, deep breaths. Good. So we'll take this time now just to drop anything that's on our mind. The to-do list can wait till next time. We'll just take a minute here to arrive on our mats. And I invite you here, if it feels right for you, you can shrug the shoulders up to the ears on the inhale and lower and roll them back on the exhale. Let's give that a try. Just try to release some tension and get set up for our practice today. Good. A few more breaths here. If you feel that your neck needs a little bit of a roll out, you can do that as well. You can drop the chin and roll from side to side, just connecting with your breath. Good. Let's take one more each way. On your next inhale, let's find a nice tall spine, open your eyes, and we'll come all the way over onto our hands and knees into tabletop. So it's a good idea to take a minute to set up here where you feel your foundation. So having your hands spread wide, wrists underneath your shoulders and knees under your hips, and we'll take a few minutes in cat and cow pose. So for cow pose, you want to extend the tailbone and lower the belly. Nice big breath, just let this out. I know I suck it in all day, so just let it go. Big inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to start curving the spine towards the ceiling and squeeze the abs, squeeze the air out. Good, let's flow here for a few breaths. Inhale, big full belly, and exhale. All the way up to cat, good. So I encourage you to take a few minutes to flow here with your breath. So it might be a little bit quicker than what we're doing here. It might be a little bit slower, and that's okay. Whatever is right for you. Excellent. Let's take one more each way. Good. So if you're finding that your wrists need a little break, we'll take a little pause here, and you can sit back and give them a little bit of a massage. Sometimes it's hard when you're starting your practice if your wrists aren't that flexible yet. So take the time, take care to do what feels right for you. As we move on, we're going to amp it up a little bit and create a little more heat. And Shauna's going to show you another option if your wrists are kind of bothering you today. Okay, so we'll take tabletop again, and watch, Shauna has gone up onto her knuckles, which just takes a little bit of the flex out of the wrist. So you can try that if that's better for you. So now we're going to try balancing cat and cow. So extend the right arm forward. Good, and the left leg reaches back. Good, here we take a big inhale, and as we exhale, we're going to take that cat position, but moving the elbow and knee towards each other. Good, inhale to lengthen out, and exhale one more time. Now your elbow and knee might touch, but they might not, and that's okay. Good. Take two more flows through this. Awesome. Working on squeezing the air out and then filling the belly up. Good. Excellent. Then we'll return to tabletop and switch sides. So left arm this time, right foot back. Good. Big stretch. Inhale and exhale. Curve and crunch. Good. Awesome. So this is really nice to get our core warmed up, get a little bit of movement through our spine, and get us ready for the rest of our practice. Good. One more. Well done. Good. From tabletop, take your knees out nice and wide toward the edges of your mats, toes together, and then sink your hips down and back, and we'll take a child's pose here. So you can reach the arms out nice and far, or if you need to, you can make a little pillow with your arms and take some time to breathe here. Now this position is available at any time during our practice, so if you feel like you need to take a little break or reconnect with your breath, you can always take this throughout the class. And here I invite you to try a little side stretch from your child's pose. So you can take your arms out and then walk them over to the one side of your mat. Good. And pause there, feeling a nice stretch to the side. Great. And when you're ready, you can switch. So walk the hands through the center and over to the other side. And pause here. Good, and we'll take one more breath, nice and stretched out in the center. Good, on your next exhale, press your hands into the mat, come up to tabletop position. And from here, step the left foot up to the top of the mat. Good, and we'll rock side, or forward and back, not side to side, front to back here. Starting to warm up our legs. So we're going to be moving into quite a flow practice today that's going to work our legs and build a lot of strength. So we want to get them nice and warmed up. So once again here, you can linger wherever you need. So if you really need a hamstring stretch, you can stay back here a little longer. Or if you like to stretch the hip flexor, you can come forward. Or if it feels good to move no, front to back, side to side, front to back, whatever you need to do. Good. Now from here, we're going to move into a twist. So plant the right hand down. Here you can lift the back knee off of the mat if that's more comfortable. With the right hand planted, the left opens up into a twist. Good, so you can pause here. Or if you like, you can incorporate the arm. So as you exhale, arm comes forward and down. And as you inhale, open back up. Good, let's do two more like that. Forward and down, open up. One more, forward and down, open up. Excellent, take the left hand, we'll plant it back on the mat. Drop your back knee if you need to. And we'll switch sides. Right foot steps up. And again, we'll forward and back. And this side might feel a little bit different. You might need a little more stretch in the front or the back than you did on the other side, and that's okay. Good. A couple more each way. And then we'll try the twist on this side. All right, when you're ready, we'll stack knee over ankle. Press the left hand down into the mat. If you like to lift that knee, you can. And we'll twist open to the right this time. And add that arm if you like, forward and down as you exhale, and open as you inhale. Good, flowing with your breath. We'll do one more. Excellent. Good. Plant the hand, drop the knee if you need to. Good, we'll come into tabletop. Get your hands planted and nice and ready. So we'll curl our toes under, lift the hips up and back, coming into our first downward dog. So here I encourage you to pedal out your feet, bending one knee and then the other. Kind of twist a little, play around with it until you find some comfort. So this can be a very challenging pose when you first begin yoga, but as you kind of get to know what's comfortable for you, I hope that you'll find some ease. Good, and we'll pause here with a little stillness just for one more breath. Good, from here we'll transition to the front of our mat, so bend your knees, look forward, and you can hop or step to the top of your mat, and we'll come into a nice, easy ragdoll. Good, forward fold. So bend the knees as much as you need to. Drape the upper body over the legs. Good. From here, we'll transition to a halfway lift. So as you inhale, fingertips come to the shins or all the way to the thighs. Back straightens, crown of the head reaches forward. Good, forward fold. Let's try that a couple more times. As you inhale, lengthen to halfway lift and fold. Good, last one, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. This time we're going to roll all the way up. So lighten the knees and exhale to roll all the way up, stand into mountain. Good, drop the right hand, left hand reaches over. Good, bring the hands up to meet. Add a little clap if you want to have a little fun, and on to the other side. Good, hand up. Good, and release, excellent. So we'll transition now to that leg work that we talked about at the beginning. Okay, so from here, where shall we start? Right foot forward or left foot forward? Let's keep the right forward. Step the left foot back, coming into crescent lunge. So things to remember in this position, have a generous bend in your knees, and we want to make sure that we don't straighten that back leg so far that we are pitching forward. We want to try to keep our shoulders over our hips. Okay? And we can reach the arms up, and as we inhale, we'll add a little flow. So straighten the legs, inhale, exhale, fist to hips. Good, inhale up, exhale down. So here you can bend a little or a lot, depending how much mobility you have and how much you want to work. Good. Let's do one more here. And then we'll pause in our crescent lunge, smile, our legs are working. Now shift the weight to your front leg and step up. Knee up for bonus points. Good, and down. Excellent. We'll try it on the other side. So we'll keep the left foot forward this time, right foot back. Get yourself set up. Here's one thing to give you a tip on balance. Watch your feet. Make sure that you're not accidentally standing on this really tiny tightrope. They can be a bit apart to give you a little balance. Good, get set up, shoulders over hips, arms reach up as we inhale, straighten the legs, exhale down. Good. Good. One more. It's an ongoing joke that I don't always count. So we'll Pause here, smile, shift forward, up and down. Good, now we can take a time, shake it out a little bit. Awesome. From here we'll do everyone's favorite chair pose. So we'll take a big inhale, clap and fold. Take a moment here, catch your breath if you need to. Maybe bend one leg, straighten the other, get a little stretch in. Good. If your feet are not together, you can bring them together if that's comfortable. They can be apart as well, but for today we'll try them together. As you inhale, sink the hips down and back. Good. As you exhale, we'll roll, 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 coming into a nice strong chair pose. Yeah. Good. Now for a little fun, can you lift your toes? Good. Now can you lift your heels? Woo! A little balance. Good. Let's go forward and back one more time. Heels and toes. Woo-hoo. Good. And then we'll fold. Woo-wee. Good. Stretch out those legs. Excellent. Good. All right. Round 2 of chair pose. Here we go. A little different this time, but we'll set up the same. So inhale, sink the hips down and back. Exhale, roll, roll, roll up. And here we'll add a twist. So depending on your mobility, take a look at Shauna and Krista. They'll do 2 different versions. We're going to twist to the right to start, okay? So we want to watch, keep the legs the same. So you can take this version as Shauna's doing, or with Krista's little bit more mobility, you can come all the way into a full twist. Good. Inhale up to center. Exhale, twist to the other side, your version. Good. And inhale to the center and all the way up. Good, how's that feeling? Good, I know my legs are working, that's awesome. So give them a good shake. And then we'll put it all together for our last bit of work before we cool it down, okay? Are you ready? All right. So we will start in chair pose. I'll show you a bit of how we'll do it. Then you'll get a chance to try and then we'll go from there. Sound good? Okay. So from a forward fold, we'll come into our chair, twist, then step back to crescent lunge, and back to chair. Okay, and then we'll try the other leg. Okay, so I'll walk you through it. So let's take a big inhale up, exhale, fold. Good, get your feet settled wherever you like them, together or slightly apart. Whew, take a big deep breath, drop the hips, exhale, roll up to chair. Good, so we'll twist open to the right from here. Good, big inhale. As you exhale, step the left foot back, coming into twisted crescent lunge. Inhale up to crescent lunge. Exhale, twist back to the right. Step up to chair. Inhale to center. Twist to the left. Good. Big inhale. Exhale, right foot back. Crescent lunge. Yeah. Twist back to the left. Step up to chair. Up to the center. Let it go. Woo! That's a good one. That one got me warmed up, that's for sure. What's your lucky day? We have just enough time to do it one more time. That's often a joke that I play too. The first time is practice, and the second time we'll get it. So let's take a big inhale. Exhale, fold. Good, don't rush, take a minute, get yourself sorted. Good, next inhale, sink those hips back. Exhale, roll up. We got this, good. Open to the right. Step the left foot back. Crescent lunge. Twist to the right. Step up to chair. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Right foot back. Crescent lunge. Good, twist to the left. And step up to chair. And to the center. And fold. Woohoo! Good job, ladies. That was awesome. Now we can come all the way down to tabletop and all the way to child's pose. Catch your breath. Take a moment. Reconnect to your breath. If that side stretch felt good, you can try that again, or just pause. Good, and when you're ready, we'll meet into tabletop. We'll get our legs stretched out, so step the left foot up. Coming all the way up into what I've called 90-90 stretch. So 90-degree angles in both our feet, or our knees rather, and then a little pelvic tilt to engage that stretch through the hip flexor. Yeah, such a subtle stretch that really I find gets into that quad really nice. If you've ever had low back pain, stretching through the hip flexor can really make a difference. You can also lift up that right arm, and that might add a little bit more stretch for you. But if not, don't worry about it. Good. Okay, then we'll switch sides. So step the right foot up, and then check knee over ankle and hip over knee. And then sometimes I like to exaggerate and just let it all go so that I can do that tilt up and really feel that difference. Might feel different on this side. We think we're symmetrical, but we're really not. So you might need a little more time on this side. And you can add that arm up too if that was helpful. And of course, if not, no need. Just one more breath. I feel better already. I needed that stretch after all those chairs. Good. So from here, we'll just make our way to a seat, somewhere in the middle of your mat, and we'll give our legs a good stretch. So extend the right leg forward, left leg can come in seated tree. So inhale up, and then exhale, fold. That might be a little fold, it might be a big fold. Maybe you reach your toes and maybe you don't, but that's not the point today. Want to give a nice stretch to the back of the legs. If you're feeling a lot of stretch localized right behind your knee, then bend your knee a little, pressing your heel into the floor, and that might help. And if you want to play with your breath, I invite you to, as you inhale, lengthen the spine a little, and as you exhale, fold. Just gives you a little bit of a subtle wave as you move. Your next inhale will come all the way up. And we'll try a fun little pose. Point your toes, plant your left hand behind you. Inhale, right hand up. Exhale, press in, coming into a nice stargazer. Good, and release. And we'll switch sides. Left foot forward, right comes in. We'll take that seated tree, so inhale up, and exhale, fold. So again, make any adjustments you need for this side if it feels different than the last. And you can add that little breath wave. Inhale to lengthen the spine and exhale to fold. The idea here, we want to just start slowing down. Good. One more breath. Good, and we'll come up. Point the toes on this side, right hand behind this time. Left hand reaches up and press up into Stargazer. Good, and release. And from here, let's get settled on our backs. Good. So you're welcome to lie all the way flat on your back, or if you have any kind of trouble in your low back, you can bend your knees like Shauna has done, taking your feet wide and knees together. And we'll spend this last few moments together in some quiet reflection. So continuing to just ease our breath, kind of soak in all of that hard work we did today, and just enjoy. So if you're noticing some thoughts racing, just reconnect to your breath. Focus on the inhale, filling that belly up full, and the exhale, squeezing the air out. You're welcome to stay here just as long as you like. Thank you for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed this practice. We look forward to seeing you next time. Namaste.